You've probably heard by now that China has been increasingly threatening to invade Taiwan, and this is worrying other countries around the world. But what you might not know is that there's one company located in Taiwan that is essential to the entire global economy. And it's one of the main reasons why China, the US, and the entire rest of the world is so concerned about Taiwan right now. And that one company is called Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, also known as TSMC. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing is the largest independent semiconductor foundry in the entire world and manufactures the most cutting-edge semiconductor chips in existence. And semiconductor chips are used everywhere in the modern economy. These chips are what power everyone's computers, phones, and the data centers that companies rely on today. But semiconductors are also essential components in other important things that people might not immediately associate them with, like cars, planes, medical devices, home appliances, and military defense systems. There are currently around $550 billion in semiconductor sales a year, and analysts estimate that this number will grow to $1 trillion a year by 2030. So the fact that Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing is the largest semiconductor foundry in the world makes this one company absolutely essential to the global economy. And when I say that TSMC is the largest, what I really mean is that it completely dominates the semiconductor foundry market. TSMC has a market share of approximately 54% of the global foundry market, and Taiwan as a country has an estimated 63% of the market. No other company or country even comes close to those numbers. Even more critically, though, it's estimated that Taiwan accounts for 90% of the manufacturing capacity of the world's most advanced semiconductor chips. Semiconductor manufacturing is unbelievably complex, and because of this, many companies don't have the capability to make the most advanced chips themselves, and they stopped trying to make them a long time ago. To give you an idea of the complexities involved in making semiconductors, not only are you manufacturing at the scale of nanometers when making them, but they also have to be made in clean rooms because even a tiny speck of dust during manufacturing can ruin a semiconductor. The transistors found in cutting-edge semiconductors today are around 7 to 10 nanometers in thickness at this point. For context, a human hair is around 100,000 nanometers wide, which goes to show you just how inconceivably small and precise semiconductor manufacturing actually is. In very oversimplified terms, semiconductors are made using large and thin sheets of silicon called silicon wafers, which serve as the base of the semiconductor. These silicon wafers are modified from the ground up in layers by depositing extremely thin layers of material on the wafer. Before the next layers can be deposited on top, the current one needs to be modified first. Before modifications can be made to the layer, it has to be covered with a light-sensitive coating first that changes how light interacts with the material underneath. This coating then makes it possible to use photolithography technology. After the coating has been applied, photolithography machines then expose the layer to deep ultraviolet or extreme ultraviolet light in order to pattern the tiniest details onto the chip layer. These machines are incredibly precise, and many of these details that they are imprinting are thousands of times smaller than a grain of sand. Once the lithography process is complete, the excess light-sensitive coating that was applied has to be removed in what's called the etching process, in order to leave the intended pattern behind on the layer. This series of steps will leave a transistor pattern on that chip layer. All of these steps are often repeated many times in the manufacturing process to create additional layers. There can often be 30 layers that are stacked on each other in a single microchip. And there are often many more steps in the process depending on what type of semiconductor is being manufactured. Once all of these steps and layers are finished, the silicon wafer sheet can then finally be cut into many small semiconductors. The way semiconductor chips generally work is that the more transistors that are able to be crammed into the chip during the manufacturing process, the more powerful the chip will be. These manufacturing improvements often involve packing more transistors using incredibly precise lithography and are described in terms of nanometers by the semiconductor industry. You can think of smaller nanometers as being like a semiconductor industry term for a new generation of chip. The less nanometers, the better the chip. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing is one of only 2 companies in the world that currently has a 3 nanometer process, with the other company being Samsung. This puts TSMC at the cutting edge of semiconductor manufacturing and is what lands them high profile clients like Apple. The extreme intricacy and the technological requirements involved in manufacturing semiconductors is the reason TSMC has such a stranglehold on the foundry market. You see, a lot of the big name semiconductor companies that you may have heard of, like Nvidia, AMD, Qualcomm, and Broadcom, are what are called fabless companies. Fabless companies don't actually manufacture the semiconductor chips they design. Instead, they completely outsource the fabrication of their semiconductor designs to foundries like TSMC. Even Apple, a company with about as many resources as you can possibly think of, outsources the manufacturing of its own semiconductor designs used in its products to TSMC. So, a lot of the semiconductors from these major companies that you're familiar with are primarily being manufactured by TSMC in Taiwan. Because Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing is the most important semiconductor company in the world, and semiconductors are the foundation of the digital economy, other countries are rightfully panicking about the thought of China invading Taiwan. Chinese control of TSMC could cut major Western companies out of the semiconductor supply chain if China wanted to. This also presents a national security risk because cutting edge semiconductors are used in national security systems. So, China taking Taiwan would not only instantly cripple other nations' economies, but it would also jeopardize their national security as well. This is why the United States is desperately trying to fund domestic semiconductor production and to bring more semiconductor manufacturing over to the US by building new foundries. The US passed the CHIPS Act in 2022, which will provide roughly $280 billion to boost domestic production of semiconductors. In response to this funding, numerous companies have announced plans to build new semiconductor factories in the US. TSMC itself is building 2 factories in Phoenix, Arizona. Intel has committed to building 2 foundries in Arizona and 2 in Ohio, and Samsung is building a semiconductor factory in Texas. But building foundries doesn't happen overnight, and it will likely be years until these factories reach commercial operation. But not everyone is thrilled about the sudden blitz the US is making to bring lots of semiconductor manufacturing online in the US. Taiwan has long viewed its semiconductor industry as a deterrent to a Chinese invasion, and the Taiwanese president has even called it the country's, quote, silicon shield, unquote. The idea behind the silicon shield theory is that global reliance on Taiwan helps keep the island safe from a Chinese military invasion. The reasons for this are twofold. First, since China itself relies heavily on Taiwan for semiconductors, they have to be very cautious for several reasons. All of the Taiwanese semiconductor factories are on the west side of Taiwan facing China, where China is most likely to invade from. If these factories are damaged in any way due to invasion, China instantly loses access to tons of semiconductor production that it relies on, which is a massive risk China would be taking with an invasion. A failed invasion effort by China could also instantly lead to Taiwan cutting China off from its chips as well, which is a risk that it has to take into consideration. The second aspect of the silicon shield theory is that the United States, European Union, and Japan all rely on Taiwan for their semiconductor chips. So the international community has an especially vested interest in preserving Taiwan's independence from China in order to protect their own supply chains. So because the international community all rely on Taiwan for semiconductors, they are more likely to protect Taiwan according to the theory. It can be argued though that Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing might still be an overall lure for China wanting to take control of the country. But Taiwan itself views it as a deterrent to an invasion. For this reason, they are concerned about the sudden effort to build semiconductor factories in the US, as it is seen by them as directly weakening the barriers for a Chinese invasion. But be sure to let me know your thoughts about TSMC and Taiwan's silicon shield in the comments below. Do you think it's a deterrent or a lure for China? Be sure to leave a like on the video to support the channel and subscribe for more finance content. Thanks.